Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So it's April Fools and I just wanted to make another video on Kingpin. So let's just get right into it. Alright, so here we are on Gore stage 59. I think that Hela should be able to do this stage, but I'm not sure, let's just see. And that's why you should never craft your cards, because this is what can happen. I spent 118,000 crystals gambling, so GBR is the most creative game mode because you can use any team you want as long as you don't get kicked off the team immediately. And you're able to do this fun type of game mode as many times as you want, as long as you have characters, of course. But as you can see, Ghostbuster should be able to do this stage. This is stage 12 of Dormammu. I'm not sure how much help the rest will be, but we'll see. Alright, so tier 4 Ghost Rider rolls first. Let's just see how well he does. We do 3, 5, 2, 1, 4. Very good, very good. Alright, so I seem to be doing the majority of the damage, but whenever you see these balls incoming, you can just press the 4th skill. Sure, you do activate this artifact, so you don't need to have skill issue or else you'll die. Then you do 7, 3, 1, 6, 5, 2, 4. Just like that, and look at that damage, that is insane. See, I am not doing the majority anymore, but I'm still the best player here because I'm me. So you do this, and then that's the insane moment when I realized why you shouldn't go to school. That's amazing, look at this, 24 bios. Okay, Psylocke, you suck. I do not want those bios. That is absolutely crazy. And I wouldn't wish having to buy Psylocke seasonal on my worst enemy. So realistically, Jean shouldn't be able to do this stage, but let's just see what she can do. Alright, so right here you want to use 3-4 or 3-5-4. It's either one, depends on which one you like more. But the most important thing is to not get hit, because these enemies can actually one-shot you if you don't look out. So you can also switch characters to some stronger character like Jessica Jones instead of Jean Grey. But she may be a bit too strong for the stage, so let's just switch to Minerva. Yeah, look at that. Insane damage, one-shotting all enemies. But let's just switch back to Jean Grey because this is too easy. You can just press the 6th skill to actually wipe a lot of enemies off the map. I can't even talk because I'm so excited to showcase Jessica Jones and Minerva. I just have to use Jean Grey because Jessica Jones and Minerva are a bit too strong. But we'll manage, right guys? I'm sorry. So switching back to Jessica Jones, and look at that. Insane damage. I don't know how people even came up with this, but the devs were absolutely cooking with this. The game is not dead, we are so back. Look at this, I managed to do this with Jean Grey in 26 seconds. Actually 1 minute and 26 seconds, scrap that. But you can just see the absolute power of some of these characters. And you can actually use CRESCENT here tomorrow. So be ready for the update. It lands yesterday at 12 AM Pacific. So it really depends on which character you like more, like if you like Thor more or if you like Mr. Fantastic more. I can't really tell you which one to pick because they're both good for different things. Thor's like number 1 for PvP, but Mr. Fantastic, he's like a little bit good for everything. You can use him in GBR, you can use him as a Dimension mission character, you can use him for story mode on a couple of stages, you can use him as a dispatch toon, you can just slap him on in there. And before crafting more gear up kits, always remember to shave your beard. My score in Extreme and Legend together are about the same as the amount of hairs on Kingpin and said. So because of that, I have decided to never again in my life marry anyone. So in this video I'm gonna tell you why Hellstorm is the #1 threat for PvP and why your null is in danger. Alright, so here we are with Hawk. Let me just rank him up using a couple of useless bios for some of these useless characters. Let me just find someone that's actually useless, like Venom, Magneto. You know what? Also add Thor to that, he's also pretty useless. And the one thing that I really wanted to tell you about the mutants is that if I grab a mutant right here, for example Venom, who I have rank 6000 with, maybe instead of a Mighty Rage you should put a Brilliant Conquest on him, and that way he would be able to destroy Galactus. Alright guys, so in today's video I'm gonna talk to you about today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Alright, so let's just see how well Adam Warlock can perform on my team. We're not gonna look at the enemy's classes because it's probably way better than mine, but Spider-Man should be able to do this job on this team. I genuinely don't know if he's able to solo Null again, like he did the past 1400 times. He should be able to do it because Null is just a weak joke. And yeah, right there we won. So yeah, let's just hit the gritty on them and then move on. So the next point in today's presentation will be about why Null is the hardest Roblox legend that has ever existed. Alright, so let's just test out Venom on stage 200 of Gang. Because I believe that he should be able to do this with a Brilliant Conquest that we just recently gave him. And the rotation you want to use on Venom is 5. So it's 5, 2, 1, 3, 4. And then move around using the V-pad. But then you can sprinkle in 1 and 2. And then you go back to the same old rotation again. End it with the co-op skill, because that actually helps a ton. But whenever you're lacking damage you can just switch over to your Nick Fury. Sadly he's not usable right now. Because on this team I think that Nick Fury should be the DPS. If not, then something is entirely wrong with your build. Look at that survivability, he just dodged 2 attacks to his head. And I don't know how he would possibly be able to do that. But as you can see, the Striker is doing barely anything. This is all just raw damage from Nick Fury himself. I had to use the co-op skill there because I'm such a bad player that I was not able to hit the perfect buttons in time. So as you can see, Nick Fury clears this in 55 seconds. Which is pretty slow for a tier 2, but maybe they should nerf Kang again. And that's why Hydro Man perfectly describes modern feminism. Alright guys, so I hope this live stream was very enjoyable for you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Dislike, don't comment. Unsubscribe, please, thank you. And I won't see you guys ever again. See ya. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'll be testing out tier 4 Hela against Black Swan. And I believe that she can easily clear the stage. This is not very hard. Look at that damage. You know, maybe we should break the shield using a weaker character, like Wolverine or Iron Man. But right here, if you just sit here, press some buttons, you should be able to break the shield fairly easily. It's not that big of a deal. You should be able to do it with a couple of tier 2s, maybe some tier 3s if you're really into it. Okay, so I perfectly hit that proc. I definitely did not miss all of it. Is that Thanos? I don't even know who that was. But yeah, right here, if you just sit here, let the 5th skill play out, she won't hit you away. Then you should be able to hit the 6th skill and then to cancel immediately into the 5th skill, because that's definitely very smart. That's not a stupid thing to do that I accidentally pressed. Oh, I am gonna slaughter your entire family. And I'm not saying that to Black Swan. Hey you, finally awake? Also, I just got 25 bonus Soul of the Paladin, so it's kind of bad. They should really nerf Soul of the Paladin drops, because if I look right here in my inventory, my Soul of the Paladin is 23,000 while my Carbonadium is 56,000. So they should really nerf that, because this is so unfair. Why do I have double the Carbonadium and only half as much Soul of the Paladin? And don't even get me started on Life Seed, they should really improve that. On the other hand, now I'll talk to you about Dutch Vanderland. Alright guys, so this time I'm seriously gonna end the video. This was not edited, I just recorded some random bullshit lines and then put them in a video together for April Fools. I guess part of the joke is telling you guys about it. But I'm sorry for not keeping up with the account reviews. I kind of forgot what date it was, so I quickly jumped into my chair, grabbed my microphone and recorded this video for you. I hope you at least laughed or cried yourself because how cringe it was. But I really enjoyed making it, hope you guys enjoyed to watch it. And a happy April Fools to all of you. I'm not quitting or anything. I don't think anybody is actually gonna quit on April Fools. And if you want more news about the controversy, it's April Fools, you dumbass.